Well, that was an experience. I guess it's about time to get things started. Alright. Well, I sure hope everybody is, doing alright. I should probably go ahead and check in with stream and... Oh my god! Go! Hi, there's so many people here! Welcome everyone, thank you all so much for coming! It's so nice to see you all! Hi! I appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. Hi! Things are finally working, and hopefully, it was worth the wait. Nice to meet all of you who are new. Welcome to people who have been here before. For those of you that haven't been here, I am Kieran. I'm a Red Panda VTuber, and this is my new official full body model. And I also have a whole bunch of new assets to go with it, as you guys can tell with this chatting screen. Look at the apple box. Look how cute that is. I love it so much. I mean, all of you should know how much I love apples, right? Right. So, having an Apple chat box for here seemed really appropriate, I think. Yeah. All right. Well, it's great to see you all. This is pretty crazy. All right, let's get some showcasing done, shall we? This is my new model. Yay! Look how floofy my hair is. Look at my ears. It's wonderful, right? I could not be happier with it. Look. Look at how smug I can look. Yeah. Yeah. It's really crazy finally switching over to this model. I've been hiding the art for quite a while from you guys, as well as a bunch of these assets, but rigging finally was finished earlier this month, and I finally was able to set a date, which is now. It's happening. And I completely accidentally, nobody's gonna believe me, but it was completely accidentally, set it for Red Panda Day. Today is International Red Panda Day, if you will believe it. This was completely accidental. I just picked a Saturday when everything was finished. I just picked the nearest Saturday where I didn't see anyone else that I was planning on hanging out with, having a big fancy event or anything. And then I was like, wait, isn't Red Panda Day kind of somewhere in mid-September? I should look at when that is. And then I Googled it, and it's today. Happy International Red Panda Day, everybody. That's what we're here to celebrate, right? Right. Right. Okay, so this is me. My design has not actually changed at all for those of you that have been here before and know me. But I have legs and hands now. Look at that. I got feet. Look. There are feet. And look. I move them. Yay. And yes, my lovely stockings. Look at that. Heck yeah. Let's go. And we can't forget how fluffy my tail is, right? Look how floofy. Yay. I love it so much. I really, really do. I could not be happier with this. And you know what? Celebratory. Go for all of you. I love it. And I hope that you guys do too. I don't even know what to do. I'm so overwhelmed with emotions right now, from definitely not being super stressed at the technical issues we had right at the start, to being super excited to finally share this with you guys, to being overwhelmed with the support that you guys have already been showing me. I'm trying very hard to not actively respond to every single alert that I get today, but I notice each and every one of them. I appreciate you all so much. Y'all are gonna make me cry. I'm trying very, very hard not to cry right now. I promise, for a lot of reasons. But yeah, I appreciate you all so much. So much. And I'm so glad to share all of this with you. Let's go! Yay! All right. Well, should I show off some more details like my expressions, or should I go on and continue on into the main event? Let's see. Well, I may as well show my expressions to you guys, right? You know? Let's do that. 1 second. All right. First, take a good look at these peepers. Look it. They're so sparkly. My artist and my rigger both did godly jobs on my model. Yay! All right, you guys have seen the special animation that I included already. Past that, I have the ability to be excited. Look at all the apples. Oh my goodness. But sometimes there are no apples. I run out of apples sometimes, and I don't really know what to do at that point. And then, you know, I just kind of stop thinking. Yeah. And then, past that, I realize someone should have bought apples or brought them, you know? It's not my fault there are no apples. It's definitely not my fault for eating all of them, no. You guys didn't give me enough apples. And now, I might be a little bit cranky, you know? But eventually, just kind of feel a little bad, and, you know, I don't like staying mad with you guys. So, sometimes it's best to just let bygones be bygones and sleep it off. And that's it. Those are my faces. I also have blushy, but that's about it. These are all of my fancy expressions. What do you guys think? Yay! All of the different emotions can be related to apples in one way or another, right? That's normal, right? I'm not obsessed, I swear. Apples are healthy. Really, I'm so excited now. I can't stop looking at my own feed. I'm, like, just in love with this model. It was done so well, and it captures really all of the energy that I could have ever hoped for. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I'm so happy to have you guys all here to celebrate it with me. All right, let us get ready. It's time to go through the rest of the debut, you know? Let's go. All right, here we are. Today, we have a lot to go through, okay? We've got a table of contents for you guys too. Are you ready? But first, please take a look at this art. Please, please, please observe how beautiful it is. That art is by my model artist, actually, White Coffin, who, as you can tell, did such a stunning job on this, and they were so sweet to accept a commission from me after the model was made. And it turned out way cuter than I possibly could have imagined. It is wonderful! Yay! Everybody please give them lots of love and support. White Coffin is probably the best model artist I could have asked for this model is basically everything style-wise that I wanted, and I couldn't be happier. All right, so first up, we are going to have the making of Kieran. This is actually something that is partially included as a September goal that I had, where past design concepts before this one that we finally settled on get shown to you guys. So that's going to be included within this. And then we have the general about me. You can probably tell what's going to be there. We'll talk about my likes, dislikes, interests, and how I plan on streaming for you guys. Community info is similar. We'll go through the basics that everybody seems to cover in these types of streams. And then we can tell everybody who has made all of the wonderful stuff that you guys see here today. Then I have a special announcement. It's a secret though, okay? If you know, you gotta keep it on the down low till we get there, all right? And then I had a marshmallow page open for a while, and we have a Q&A where I will answer the questions that were sent in there. And then we play games. So we're gonna be playing Nier Automata today, as decided by my community poll. It finally, at the very last minute, beat out Sekiro, which it was tied with back and forth through the several days that the poll was open. I honestly thought Sekiro was gonna win because it was ahead at the last minute, and then within the last hour or two, Nier pulled ahead again. Dark Souls never was in the lead. Poor Dark Souls. But yeah, 9S is my son, and I will protect him forever, so I'm looking forward to it. I've never actually played it before. I know a bit, and I like 9S a lot. So I'm really, really excited to play that with you guys, so feel free to stick around, right? All right, let's go. First up, these are a few of the outfit designs that I considered when I was first making my VTuber concept. The idea of being a red panda was pretty much always what I planned, but I actually did, on the right here, as you can see, once consider being a sleepy sheepy. I thought that was a really precious idea, but really, red pandas are my favorite. And we're super cute, right? Have you ever seen a red panda? If not, I highly recommend it. We are extremely precious creatures, okay? Anyways, a lot of the outfit designs, I didn't really have a feel that I was going for in particular. I tried a few elegant things, and I tried to go for cozy with this left outfit a lot, but it kind of turned more sexy looking than I wanted, so that got scrapped pretty quickly. The second design I actually still quite like. I really like the idea of a loose, baggy, cream-colored sweater, but I thought color-wise it didn't really work too well. Then we moved on to more off-the-shoulder, asymmetrical outfits, the very classic VTuber design element, right? But as you can see through all of these, the red panda stockings were there the whole time. That was something suggested to me by Bear very, very early on, and I put it down, and I never took it off. My actual design ended up inspired by the glam that I wore in Final Fantasy XIV for literally over a year straight. So, yeah, that was something. I wear the fireglass vest, hooded fireglass vest, and I changed a lot about it, obviously, but that was the inspiration for the outfit that I ended up settling on. And, well, if I can wear it in-game for a year, I can love it as my self-representation forever, right? The only other things that really went into the designing of Kieran were deciding that I wanted to make the design feel true to myself. Basically, I didn't want to feel a disconnect between myself and the character that was representing me on screen, because not only does that make me more comfortable, but it also probably gives you guys a better experience overall. And I hope that you feel like that I've achieved that. I tried very hard. I love my design. And I hope you do too. I've put a lot of love and care into it. I do really like the sheep model still, actually. But I feel like it loses some of the energy that I try and put through in my streams. So maybe someday she will come back in some capacity, right? All right, moving on. This is my brand new character sheet showcasing the final design that I ended up going with. Wandaba on Twitter made this for me, and she was wonderful to work with and did such a great job. Look! So, as you can see on my left hand, I have a ring on the middle finger. It's a little gold ring similar to the ones that are on my ears. My right hand has a bracelet. I have 2 earrings on my left ear. And I have the tights, as you can see, which on the back, there are tails. We've got the face, we've got the tails, we got everything. The undershirt is off the shoulder and has straps on each side, and my boots are big old platform boots with heels, but relatively practical. The heels are nice and chunky, so I don't twist my ankle and fall like I would if I had regular heels. That's happened. I can't wear regular heels. I die. It's bad. I'm a little bit too uncoordinated for that, but I can wear shoes like that have the solid base that keep me on the ground. This is the original sketch that I was given and the final model that I used for 4 months from Lee. I was disgustingly lucky enough to win a model raffle that she held, and it was for a bust-up model, and it came at a time where I had just been waitlisted by the group that I was initially looking into for a model, and I was feeling really down, and I legitimately owe so much to Lee for this. That raffle legitimately changed my life. And I believe she is going to be opening up VTuber model commissions as well, including full bodies. Not just gonna be bust up like this one. So please give her support. She is an amazing artist, and I think that everybody should check her out. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I owe very, very much to this model and to that giveaway and to Lee for being such a sweetheart. I really, really do. I am super fond of this model, and it's very bittersweet switching away from it. This has been the representation for me for many months now, but we're gonna see it off with love. It's not that I don't like this model anymore. We're just moving on and upgrading like motion and everything, and this is gonna be treasured forever. Forever. Now, this is the first draft of the model art that I got from White Coffin. It, as you can see, it's a little, taller and, more than the way that I typically express myself. Ears were a little bit pointy and, generally just seemed a bit more mature and, oh my. But in the end, we had some model fixes made, and I could not be more in love with the end result. This is my official PNG. My ears have been rounded off and made very floofy, as you can see, and got shrunk just a bit. Proportion-wise, I didn't want to be quite so super tall, basically. Leggies were a little long. And then my eyes got bigger and sparklier to really give off more of a cute and energetic vibe. Whee! Tail, very fluffy, by the way. Very fluffy. Really, I am incredibly thrilled with how this turned out. White Coffin was great. dealt with so many changes and requests from me along the way. I'd had the design finished for a long time, obviously, but just there's a language barrier between me and them, and I also had a go-between, basically, and I just know it's very hard to deal with situations like that, and I appreciate all of the effort and patience that everyone had. It's so cute, right? It's so cute, right? All right, enough about the model. Now it's about me. Yay! All right. First up on my list of things that I like. Apples. I really like apples. Have you ever seen a red panda eating apples? It's really cute. You should look it up if you haven't. Very, very precious. Unfortunately, I can't have apples all the time because we need a balanced diet, bamboo leaves and, nutritional pellets sometimes. I'd rather avoid those. Apples are just loaded with sugar. But please, give me apples. Okay? All right, next up is Bear. I love Bear. Bear is bear__7 in the chat. He is world's best mod and also world's best husband. Yes, I am married. The panda is taken. Do not try flirting with the panda. It will not go well for you. I promise. I promise. Anyways, everybody that has been in my community thus far honestly adores Bear just as much as I do, and that brings me very, very much joy. He is great, and if you can't see the free bears being spammed in chat, that's a BTTV emote that we use to represent him. Bear is not actually a bear, but free bear is precious. Yay! I also love Mochi and Nova, our two cats. They are very, very sweet. Nova is our older cat, a bit over 4 years old, and Mochi is our younger one. She's just a bit over 1. She is still very small. I think we reached her full size, but she is an itty-bitty squeaky kitty. They are both my precious children. I love them. I adore them. They're great. Best cats. Next up on my list, it had to have its very own section. It had to. It literally had to. I love Golden Sun. It is my favorite game. Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age are so good. Please, if you like JRPGs, play them. I will literally talk about them for hours if I am given the chance. I really will. They're great. I love them. I literally wrote a D&D campaign based off of a world inspired by Golden Sun. They're great. I also love JRPGs in general, but Golden Sun's the best one. They're just so story-driven and character-driven, and the gameplay is typically also really fun. I like the kind of combat and everything involved with them, but I don't know, I love being able to get attached to characters and into the worlds that are developed everywhere. Love, 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 love. Unfortunately, they're typically pretty long games, and it's difficult to do too many streams of them, just because it takes up so many time slots. So I'm trying to space them out and not just play JRPGs. Unfortunately, I also really like gacha games. It's a bit of a vice of mine. Yeah. Unfortunately. I gotta collect the waifus. I gotta. Currently, I play Dragalia Lost, Arc Knights, Precone, and I started World Flipper recently. I've tried a whole bunch of others. There's the main ones that I've actually stuck with thus far. Clan Battle started today in Precone. Oh my god, I didn't plan around this. I'm gonna die. Heck. I'm gonna have a busy evening after this, doing our hits. We do a little whaling. No. Well, maybe just a little whaling. But don't tell Bear, okay? Bear can't know. that I'm wailing. Yeah. And the last thing on my list of likes, I love to cook. I really, really do. I've become well known for my lasagna, although that's just one of the things that I tend to make. But cooking just gives me very, very much joy. Making food to share with people and seeing them enjoy stuff is just great. It makes me super, super happy. So I like to share food pictures fairly frequently on Discord or on Twitter. So you'll probably see some of that. Maybe the cat's in the background too. They're very cute. Very cute. All right, on to the things that I don't really like that much. Bugs. Lots of bugs. A couple of bugs in particular, but generally, I'm not a fan. They can stay away from me. They can live if they don't come near me, okay? Really. Stay away, and you shall not face the panda's wrath. Got it? All right, next up is a very, very important thing on the list. I do not like Red Delicious apples. You must be like, Kieran, you love apples. No. Red Delicious is the worst apple. It's gross. It tastes like nothing but wax and sadness. It's awful. They're gross. Do not give me Red Delicious. Give me basically any other apple except for Red Delicious. Unfortunately, I also don't like water. This has come up on stream a few times before, but it's just gross. Plain water is nasty. It tastes like water, and water doesn't taste good. I will drink ice water if I'm super thirsty or something, but it's a last resort, we'll call it. I drink tea a lot. I have a cup of tea here that I made pre-stream. Let me have a bit of tea. There we go. Look, I'm staying hydrated, guys. It's okay. It's okay. I also really, really can't do horror. The real bad thing is my September goal for you guys choosing a horror game for me has been met. And, yeah, I'm gonna have to set up a poll and play a horror game willingly. It's gonna be awful. Why? Why would you guys support me to the point that I have to do this thing to myself? Yeah. That about covers it, really. Of course, there are other things that I like or dislike, but these are the important ones, you know? These are the things that really, really matter. I've also ranked all of the apples that I've tried. This is something that I was compiling on Twitter for a while, and I decided this is my time to show the world Kieran's official apple tier list. S tier, Cosmic Crisp, literally the best apple that you will ever taste. It is so good. Really. Please try one if you get the chance. They come 100% Red Panda recommended. In the A tier, below the godly Cosmic Crisp, we have Fuji, Lemonade Apples, Pink Lady, and Diva. All of them have their own benefits and downsides comparatively, but overall, very, very solid apples. Good stuff, hard to go wrong with them, very tasty. B tier, they're kind of a bit more subjective and not my favorites, but decent. Granny Smith and Golden Delicious in particular, I think really, really depend on personal tastes. I don't like Granny Smith that much for eating. I'm not that into the very sour taste of them, but they're very firm texture-wise, which is very nice, and they're great for baking with. They're so good. They bring out a little bit of sweetness as they're cooked down, and they hold up well texture-wise. It's wonderful. Golden Delicious taste wonderful, but the texture can be very off-putting to some. They're very soft, a little bit grainy. Not everybody likes them. That's why those two are in this tier. It's very much up to personal tastes and what kind of textures and flavors you like. Honeycrisp and Ambrosia are just all right. Both of them, maybe I got not great ones, but they were the kind of apple where I took a bite, chewed for a second, and then the flavor was all gone immediately. So, they're okay. They'll get the job done. In the C tier, Envy and Gala. Again, I might have gotten bad apples from these batches. This is just based off of one of each type, but they really didn't do it for me. They were not great. They're still apples. There's still benefits in having an apple in general, but I would pick other ones over them, basically. And down in the Shadow Realm, we have the Red Disgusting, the worst apple, which, once again, unfortunately due to September, I'm going to eat one right now. I've prepared a Red Delicious, which was one of my September goals, and I'ma have some. Here we go. That exists. Yeah, it exists. I'm gonna put some peanut butter on my next bite. It'll be fine, right? Yeah. That's a Red Delicious, all right. Peanut butter salvages it just a little bit. So, official analysis of a Red Delicious here. The first bite, when the actual like appley flesh hits your tongue, it does not taste awful. But then, 2 seconds later, the moment you have chewed it for like an instant, the flavor is gone. It's a little bitter and mealy, and then the skin is really tough, and it just stops being okay and goes into not good. I thought, well, I took the first bite of this and I was like, wait, this is actually not bad. This is like okay. And then 2 seconds later, it was really not good. But this is September. I gotta. I do it for you. More Red Disgusting. Yeah, this is not great. Not great doesn't really cover it, but I've got to finish this piece. I can't just leave this sitting here. One last bite. Blech. Blech. Save your money. Buy better apples. Don't buy Red Delicious. They taste like school lunches and sadness. Yeah. Yeah. All right, continuing on. I'm actually taking a sip of my tea. Hold on, I'm getting the Red Delicious out of my mouth. Red delicious. Gross. Red disgusting. Confirmed. Shadow Realm. Anyway, as you guys have heard, I'm Kieran. It's pronounced Khiren, not Khiren or Kieran or a whole bunch of other things that I've heard. And I don't mind people mispronouncing it, but I know it can be confusing. So there you go. Officially, I'm Kieran. Nice to meet ya. I'm a red panda, as you can probably tell by the preciously fluffy ears and the really boofy tail behind me. And I'm actually relatively tall. I was gonna say rather, but also relatively, and it turned into relatively. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'8", or about 172 centimeters tall. And I live in a mysterious, undisclosed location, bamboo grove, within the United States. From my schedules, you can probably assume that the bamboo grove is located somewhere in the central time zone. But no guarantees. It could be the most bamboozle that you ever could imagine. Who knows? Yeah, my age is a mystery. We red pandas aren't very great at keeping track of that kind of thing. Time is a very difficult concept, especially keeping track of years. Oh my god, and counting things? No thanks. But yeah, you could probably say that I'm an adult red panda. But that's about as far as I can tell you. It's a mystery to everyone. However, I was born officially on October 18th. 1 month from today will be my birthday. Yay! One undisclosed year older. Whee! My hobbies include drawing, cooking, and napping. I'm not that great at art, but I really enjoy it anyways. And since I started VTubing, I have done a lot more practice personally with it, and I have been seeing improvements, so hopefully I can keep doing that and sharing that all with you, and you guys can watch me grow. Yay! As far as the cooking goes, we've already kind of gone over that with my likes. It's super fun. I love to cook, I love to bake. I love big holidays where I can make lots of things at once and feed everybody. Yeah, cooking is super fun, and I also enjoy eating the things that I cook, because I like to think that I'm pretty good at it. And napping, that's pretty self-explanatory. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh god. I said napping and oops. Sorry about that. I hope that wasn't too long. Oops. My favorite foods, as you probably can tell, include apples. But my other favorite would be okonomiyaki. It's basically a Japanese pancake, but it's like a savory kind. It's filled with cabbage and various types of meat or seafood based on your preferences, topped with okonomi sauce, which is kind of sweet and fruity in a way, but also very savory. And typically you'll also put things like aonori seaweed and bonito fish flakes and Kewpie mayo on top, and it is just so good. I would cook it a lot more often if it weren't basically a labor of love to make at home. And very, very few restaurants where I am in this bamboo grove actually make them. So it's a very occasional thing, but I love it. It's big time my favorite, and I'd really want to go back to Japan someday and eat all of the okonomiyaki in the world because it's so good. All right, my favorite games we've already touched upon. Golden Sun. Play it and talk to me about it. I want to talk to you about Golden Sun. And I also really like Final Fantasy XIV. Unfortunately, I had to miss the live letter last night because I spent the entirety of yesterday and this morning prepping everything for this. But I'm really, really excited for Endwalker. I personally am a red mage main, but I've played a whole bunch of different jobs, and I'm really excited to see the live letter when I have a little bit more time, see what all is getting changed. And for the expansion itself, it's gonna be fun. I love Savage raiding. I wish it were easier to get a proper static setup and schedule things like that. But that kind of gameplay really, really appeals to me. Like, learn something down to the muscle memory and then execute really well. Let's go! Get that high DPS. I really love that. So that's my favorite MMO. Big love for 14. And then my favorite anime, since this is something that gets included in many people's debut slides, happens to be Cardcaptor Sakura. I love it. It's a childhood favorite of mine. It has a whole bunch of nostalgia and just warm, fuzzy feelings. And I don't know, it's a comfort thing for me. It's a very comfortable, happy series. Love it a lot. Looking forward to keeping up with Clear Card as that seems to be wrapping up. I'm probably like a month behind, please don't spoil. But it's great. It's great. If you're ever looking for a good vibes kind of Mahou Shoujo show, definitely give Sakura a check out. It's a classic. Love it. All right. Now, let's talk about my goals, things that I want to achieve both personally and as a streamer. Yay! First up, and most importantly, is that I try really hard to help build a community that is comfortable and warm and cozy and friendly. This space is intended to be good vibes and everybody taking care of each other, just getting along. I understand that life is hard. There are difficult things, but generally we want to keep the pleasant vibes up so that if anyone is having a hard time, they can just come by and be in a comfortable, safe space where they can just have a little bit of respite from things going on. I just want to spread that kind of comfortable cheer to everybody. Yeah, that's my main goal. I just want to have fun and play games and chill with you guys. Really, really, really. All right, next up is to keep working on my art. As I mentioned, I've been drawing a lot more since I started VTubing, both myself. As you saw, I designed Kieran myself personally, but we don't actually show original sketches of that because my art was really garbage at that point. You guys saw redraws of those outfits. Those were all redraws. And very sketchy ones. But I've had so many chances to improve since then, and I want to keep doing that. It's making me really, really happy. The next goal is a little bit on the silly side. My first stream as Khiren, as a teeny bopper baby PNG tuber, was to play through Super Mario Sunshine. I had never, ever played it before, and had always heard people love that game. And I was really bad at it. I could not deal with platforming in 3D, and Mario felt so slippery to control. And my god, my brain just hurt, and the amount of Yoshis that drowned on Isle Delfino is really actually fairly tragic. I mean, like, we don't talk about the Yoshis, okay? We don't talk about the Yoshis. But I really would like to improve at that type of gameplay. I've been playing a decent amount of 2D platforming. Currently been playing through Shovel Knight. I already played Ori and the Blind Forest. And I'm actually going to be playing Super Metroid sometime soon in preparation for Metroid Dread coming out next month. And yeah, I just want to get better at that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun, but I'm not good. But I can get better. I can. I think. Probably. Yeah. The next goal is kind of an obvious one and a classic, but I would love to eventually hit Twitch Partner. The main reason would be because I am desperate for more emote slots. Like, desperate. I have other emotes that are not available either on Twitch or BTTV right now because I am out of slots. And I have even more ideas of ones that I want to make. Please, I need them, or at least give me follower emotes, my god. But also, I'm actually a full-time streamer. I stream 4 to 5 times every week, and this is my job. So I would really like to continue growing my community and my channel and receiving support from you guys and hopefully entertaining you all. And let's hit partner together. Let's go. Yeah. Next up, someday I would really like to be able to make merch. A whole bunch of different ideas have already been tossed around in my community and between myself and Bear, but I'm currently not sure how sustainable it would be. I know that there are people who would definitely purchase a few things, especially smaller stuff like stickers or keychains, but production costs and minimum quantities and everything are just kind of a pain. And it's hard to start breaking into this kind of thing. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the Twitch partner thing, but I just want to continue growing as a creator, as a channel, so that someday I can make merch for you guys that you guys can enjoy without worrying that I am throwing money into a pit for things that I can't sell all of. I don't really want to do merch for profit, really, but I would like to break even. Yeah. And the only other goal that I could think of to plop on this list here is to try every single apple in the world. I want to try every kind of apple. I know there are ones that I haven't found yet, but I will find them. And I will eat them. Unless they are red delicious. Then we don't eat them. Glances to my left where the rest of that apple are. It's gross. It's gross. Not good apple. All right, now it's time to talk about my community. That's you guys. Wow. I have decided, and I know several people have been waiting on this, the official community fan name is the Apple Cores. It's obviously a bit of a pun, but people have also told me that they think that my design is military inspired. I assume because of the green shade that I use on my outfit. That's not the case, but I thought it was really, really funny to add that within the pun. Also, Apostolska is our made-up country from when I played Papers, Please, and the Apple Cores will help defend Apostolska. Yes. I look forward to working with all of you. As you guys probably can tell from my Twitter posts and generally how things have been going, Red Apple is one of my Oshi marks, and the other is the Sparkles. I love using these. I feel like they really capture a lot of the feeling that I'm trying to achieve, and apples are great, you know? Please note that that is not a red delicious apple. It may be a red apple, but it is not red delicious. Green apple emoji also works, but the red one is the one that I default to the most. Very cute. My hashtags, I've had Qlustration for a while now, but I decided to add a general tag for things like memes or my schedules or any random posts that I want to share with the community at large or that you guys want to share with me. Just tag that with Apple Cores. I will be keeping track of that tag as best I can, and yeah. I am very happy to have you guys as part of my community. Obviously, you can find me here on Twitch with 2 underscores at the end. That's another reason that I really want partner. I really want to take away the underscores. They're on inactive accounts, and it's definitely been something that gets mixed up a lot, and I understand it, but I didn't want to make my name something like Kieran Panda on here, because I think that really kind of dilutes it a bit. I'd rather just be Kieran. But I initially had an X in front of my name instead. Then my emote prefix became Xkire. No. But Kieran was taken, and Kieran underscore was taken. And you can't put underscores at the start. So, I'm Kieran with 2 underscores. on Twitter. There's one at the start. And then I also am going to be uploading future VODs to YouTube. There's a link to that down below. I also have a community Discord, also linked. And I do commissions for chibi live 2D models and emotes and animated emotes. My channel's emotes were made by me, and I'm continuing to work on my style, but it's going pretty well and I'm having a great time with it. Nobody is obligated to ever commission me, by the way. All right. I hope to see you guys around in the future. I hope you guys enjoy being in the bamboo grove and being part of the apple cores. These are all of the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people that have helped make this possible, this whole shebang of new assets that I have for you. My live 2D model and rig were both from number 24 Android Studio. That is a 1 at the end of their name on Twitter. The font is not very good at communicating that. White Coffin is one of their partnered artists, so I got the art through them, but chose her as the artist. But the whole thing was a package deal from them, animations included. Yay! My new reference sheet, as I mentioned before, is from Wandaba, who does reference sheets as well as other types of art commissions. Really, really a joy to work with. Highly recommend. Nikki made basically almost everything else. Like so much of my stream stuff that you have seen here today was made by Nikki, who was just wonderful. I know her commissions are full right now, but if you are looking for things like overlays or a logo or new badges or anything like that, please consider checking her out. She also has a bunch of very cheap, not custom ones that you can get on her Ko-fi, like that are pre-made, but you can pick a color. So if you need something basic and cheap, she's also got you covered there. Esif is awesome and made the music that you guys have been hearing. I have 2 custom pieces from him, and he's honestly like a music god in my mind. He's also an extremely sweet person, and sometimes he streams on YouTube. The music creation process. Really, really chill, really, really fun to just hang out there. Thou Art Potato made all of the Red Panda alerts that you guys have seen, as well as the Panda crew! Yay! Look at them! All of my alerts, as well as that and my transition stinger, were all made by Potato, and they are amazing! Love, 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 love everything that I have gotten. Deserve all of the attention that they have received since taking commissions for the first time. And my raid alert was a GIF made by Omochi Chowder, or Omochi Gome on Twitter. He's a Japanese artist who does live 2D models as well as general art, and he's just a wonderful, chill streamer too. I basically watch Omochi every morning. That's how I start out my day. There we go, the BTTV emote DJ Kieran. That one, yeah! That's it. That is what is used in the raid, and it's super, super cute. Love it very, very much. Man. This has been great. And I have an announcement for Mochi. Where? You get back here! I think Mochi got into my notebook. This is where I was supposed to have the announcement. But it looks like she got into some ink. And, well, I'm gonna have to have words with her. She gets plenty of treats. Plenty. That little squeaky scoundrel. Well, let me just... I gotta get this cleaned up. Man, this is making extra work for me and everything. Let's gotta clean this up. Come on, hold on. There's, you know what? I can't stay mad at her. She's too cute. Let's see, keep cleaning this up. There we go. It's coming off. It's coming off okay. All right. Here we go. We're almost there. My special announcement for you guys today is I am joining Mofua Cafe as a new member of them. Yay! This is probably not a huge surprise to a lot of you that have been here a while, but I was officially invited to join Mofua recently. And, well, what better time to announce it than today when I have lots of things to show and announce. If you don't know them, the members of Mofua Cafe basically are a cozy friends group who just happen to have a VTuber group together, and all of them except for me are extremely talented artists and just really overall wonderful people. They've been such a positive force for me since joining the VTuber community, and I am incredibly honored to be a part of this group. And hopefully we'll have some fun joint content to share with you guys soon. Yay! But yeah, exciting, right? Woo! And that's the end of that. We've cycled all the way back to the start here, but next, don't go anywhere, we have my Q&A. You guys wanna hear the answers to the questions that you guys asked me on Marshmallow? All right. Let's change the scene a bit. All right. Hi. I am here to answer your questions now. Whee! More backgrounds, right? Nice. Okay. The first question that I received is interesting. I can't choose favorites. I love them both. But Nova is my baby. So I love them equally, but I love Nova just a little bit more. No, really, they're both really wonderful cats. I love them so much. Nova is very, very lovey and affectionate. Mochi is pretty much Bear's cat, though. As much as I love her, she loves him a million times more than she loves me. Even if she does like me. She literally sleeps in his arms. That is his cat. That is his cat. Now, as for which VTubers have been my biggest inspiration, before starting VTubing, I didn't actually watch terribly many VTubers. I mostly watched streamers like CoCarnage, who, from my community style, you can probably not be surprised by that. He has a very good vibes emphasis stream, and that's the kind of thing that I wanted to channel in here. But since the question is specifically VTubers, very early on, I found the Mofua Cafe girls, and they were super, super sweet, and all of their communities were really welcoming and cozy. And, well, back then, Bear and I would talk about how, like, man, that kind of group of just that kind of stream and community, that's goals, right? Yeah, that happened. Now, there's so very many wonderful VTubers out there, though. It's very hard to name one or two as specific inspirations, though. I've taken a lot of inspiration from a lot of people, and I look forward to watching a lot of the friends that I've made continue to grow. Yeah. If I were not a red panda, what animal would I be? Well, we kind of already answered this with the making of Kieran slides. I had considered being a sheep tuber. That design didn't really end up going anywhere, though, because red pandas have been my favorite forever. Well, not forever. There was a point in time where I didn't know what they were, but forever. Basically, since discovering red pandas, they have been my favorites. So it just felt very appropriate, you know? Who is my second favorite Arcanite's operator? That's actually a good question, but not a very surprising answer. My favorite, for those of you that don't know, is Eyjafjalla, the volcano sheep, basically. She is super duper cute. Before I even started playing, I was like, wow, that is the cutest design. I want to get her so bad. And I did. I was super duper lucky. And I even have an Nendroid of her that arrived recently that I really, really love. And she has my birthday. I decided that I loved her before I figured that out. And then I saw her birthday is shared with mine. And I was like, this is fate. It's awesome. Perfect. But my second favorite is Blue Poison, the Froggo. I love me some Frog. She is a very, very cute design. I like the general characterization of her. I typically like archers and snipers, that kind of archetype in a lot of games. So her design really just kind of hit all of the points for me. So Aya and Blue Poison are my favorites. How am I so cute and beautiful? That's not... No. Wait, no, wait, go back. No, wait, this one's even worse. Heck, I may have feet, but this isn't that kind of stream, bud. Whoever. Also, this is not a question. I'm judging you. I'm judging you a lot. All right, let's get back to some real questions that aren't questionable. When did I get into making digital art? I started drawing back in, I want to say, middle school. But I was doing traditional art back then, just like colored pencils. I had a few Copic markers, but not a lot of them, because they were very expensive. And let's see, I probably got my first drawing tablet either near the end of middle school or the start of high school, somewhere around there. I had an old Bamboo Fun tablet that lasted me a very, very long time. It did its job well. There's kind of a nick in the middle of the touch area now, which is really annoying to use, so I don't use that one anymore. We have upgraded. But I didn't really seriously draw until much more recently, when I've put a lot more emphasis on trying to improve and take notes on stuff that I want to work on and actually do figure drawing, learn anatomy. It's hard. But I really want to put that effort in now. So my journey is just beginning. Yay! This is another interesting one. Cat boys or cat girls? Well, I play a Mikote in 14, so I have to say cat girls. Definitely cat girls. Much cuter. Much cuter. There's nothing wrong with cat boys, don't get me wrong, but cat girls are cute. Yeah, that's right. Get wink wonked. Bear, did you submit this question? Will I be reading the Stormlight Archives? Yes. I'm doing my best, Bear, okay? Oh my god, he's been trying to get me to read these books for literally 10 years. But I have big ol' ADHD panda brain, and sitting down to read things takes a lot of mental effort, and I just don't think about it. I've gotten, I want to say, a little over halfway through the first book, and I'm really enjoying it. But time and effort, yeah. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. We actually listen to the audiobooks while we're on long drives too, but since COVID, we kind of don't go places anymore, so that's pretty much fallen off. Yeah. Where did the inspiration for your character come from? Honestly, aside from choosing, I want to be a red panda, and that was really about it. there wasn't much inspiration past that. In the design section, I talked about how I was inspired by the, what's it called? Hooded Fireglass Vest, that's it. That Final Fantasy XIV glam, because I was able to wear it for a really long time without wanting to change it. But I changed that up a lot, and other than using that as a general reference for the shirt, I just kind of went with a design that I thought could represent me. Kind of spunky, little airheaded, generally cheerful, and that's about it. I just kept redoing things until it felt right, because I don't want to end up redesigning at any point. Something like an alternate outfit is obviously fine, and something I would consider in the future if possible, but Kieran is supposed to be a representation of me, and hopefully that comes across pretty well in the end. Is it true that if I train with you that I can become the next dragon warrior? I'm pretty sure that's Kung Fu Panda. I've never seen Kung Fu Panda, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure that's what that's referencing, so hopefully you're not too upset that I don't know how to quite respond to that. But congrats on the new model debut. If you were a Pokemon trainer, what 6 Pokemon would be on your team? Ooh, this is kind of hard. I have a lot of favorites. Let's see, okay. First slot definitely has to go to Gumi. He's allowed to evolve. He could go to a Gudra at some point, but Gumi is very friend-shaped and wonderful. Big favorite. So that's 1. Let's see. Ralts? I guess Ralts or Gardevoir would be the 2nd. That's my other favorite evolution line. I'm legally obligated to have a Stuffle because, you know, red pandas and all. Let's see. Absol. Also one of my big-time favorites. Well, if I were a trainer, I'd probably try and keep some sort of type balance, honestly. But, I still would really like an Umbreon, so that's 5. Even though Absol is already covering dark type, we have that. And then, let's see. Last slot, probably Mudkip. Mudkip is very, very cute, and I love it very much. And, yes, I know that you heard that I like Mudkips. Yeah, I've been around. I know that meme. Basically, I really like cute things. So, that's about it. That's my list of Pokemon for a 6 Pokemon team, but there are lots of others that I really love. Those just happen to win out. Spheal, for example, is also extremely friend-shaped. Love very much. Yeah, there are lots of good Pokemon out there. Somebody who came through Reddit. That's right, I posted on Reddit a few days ago my teaser trailer that I think most of you have seen. And apparently we got a question from there. What made you so fond of red pandas and apples? Red pandas, they're very cute. That's really about it. I mean, have you seen red pandas? They're absolutely precious babies. Super fluffy and cute. I've also touched a red panda. That was a wonderful birthday gift a couple of years ago, as I had a red panda experience at a zoo, and I got to feed and pet a fluffy cousin of mine. Very sweet, very adorable. Yeah. And as far as the apples, there are a lot of videos and GIFs of red pandas eating fruit and different snacks, and one of my favorites is actually there's this very thin disc of sliced apple that gets stuck to the wall in one of their enclosures, and the red panda just leans up against the glass and just licking the apple. And then there's also ones of like, us red pandas have opposable thumbs, so we can grasp things. So you can reach down and pick up a nice chunk of apple and just munch on that. Really, really cute. And apples are tasty and fairly nutritious. So, yeah, that's pretty much where that came from. I thought, red pandas are great. Wow, look at that red panda is super cute with the apple. All right, red pandas, apples, let's go. This is my concept. That's it. I'm very, very unique and inspired, right? And we have cycled back to the beginning. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's all the questions that we got. I had a few dupe questions that unfortunately had to get cut, and a couple that were weird or not questions. So those did not make the cut. All right. So the next thing that we have on the docket for today is Nier. We're finally gonna start Nier Automata today. This was one of our September goals, and I want to say it was 100 subs. You guys got to vote for my next game to start, and Nier just edged out Sekiro. But we're gonna get that set up and started. And for those of you that are new here, you get to have a relatively decent look at what my streams are usually like. Yay! All right, well, before we switch on over, I just want to go ahead and zoom out once more, show you guys everything again. I love this model. I really, really do. And I also love you guys and all of the love and support that you have given me. It means so, so much to me. Really. I'm incredibly humbled. I tried very hard to not react to all of the gift subs and bits and everything that were going on today, but you guys really... Your support means the world to me. I'm incredibly grateful and flattered that little old me is somebody that you guys are willing to spend your time with and actively enjoy hanging out with. I legitimately... Oh god, can I not cry, please? Anyway, when I started streaming, I really just didn't expect a lot from it. I was just doing it for fun. And when we first talked about it, Bear and I, the big goal was an average of 20 viewers. That was like the top of the world kind of thing, where we would start considering taking it very seriously as something that I could really commit myself to. And we smashed past that way faster than I ever could have expected, and I really didn't think that was something possible for me. I don't think terribly highly of myself always, and I don't know what you guys see in me, but I appreciate it more than you know. I really, really do. And I adore everybody in my community, whether you're a lurker or a chatter or a subscriber or anything. I appreciate you so much. Really, 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 really. All right, let's get me back into position for some gameplay, and move on over to some Nier. Actually, I'm gonna switch to BRB screen so I can real quick update Twitch and send out a little tweet about this. But I will be right back. Thank you very much for hanging out. Let's play some games. I am really, really hungry. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn off the slides. There we go. Fixed. I am hungry. It is way past when we usually start fixing dinner. And, yeah. I'm so sorry again for the technical issues we had at the start of the stream. I did not expect my microphone to be acting up because it's never done that before, and it required a hard reset of my computer. And then after the first reset, OBS wouldn't open. And, yeah, that was less than ideal. But I appreciate how much support you guys gave me despite that, and everybody being so sweet in chat while I struggled. I literally was having a mild panic attack when it was happening, but you guys helped me bounce back from that, and I'm gonna go eat food and then cry into it with all of my emotions that I'm having. There's a lot of them.